Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is a beautiful day here in the great state of Maryland. I'm excited to be here with you this afternoon, man. We had a great call today at ACA, the president's call, where we recognized our leaders for everything they accomplished in the month of September. And man, I tell you, it was a heartwarming scenario to hear one of our leaders from Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, won her A-Classic club ring, Linnea Perkins. So that was really a big deal. And there's so many big things going on here at ACA. We have some of our teammates who have been injured, but still serving. And that just really warms my heart when I think about Margell Palmer here in the DMV and Saran Baker. These two ladies were injured, but they're still serving our community. They're not making any excuses. They're still getting it done. So that just really just warms my heart to let us know that we are doing the right thing at the right time with the right opportunity, the right company, and with the right product mix. So I'm super excited about that. Hello, Maria. Hello, Lisa. So yeah, that's what's going on here in the headquarters here at 7375 Executive Place, Suite 300 in Lanham, Maryland. So this is where we are. And I missed doing my live at 5 on Tuesdays, but I was on the road, so I didn't really want to do it in a messed up scenario. So I just figured I would do it on Thursday at 5 o'clock. But I will be back to Tuesday beginning next week. So just wanted to make that notice. But anyway, there's so many things going on. I want to also let everybody know, our motto is ACA, the company that cares. And today I asked all of our representatives from home office and our sales force to wear some purple to show that we stand in the gap for those with in support of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So purple is the color for today. And I'm a person, I don't ask anybody to do anything that I don't do also. So I had to make sure I put on some purple so that we can show our support. And so we don't only want to be a company that always just talks about the business part, but we also want to be a company that's socially conscious. And so we got Breast Cancer Awareness Month this month, and also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We also want to send our thoughts and prayers out to the folks in Maine with that mass shooting yesterday. I mean, it just goes to show anything could happen to anybody at any given moment. It doesn't matter where you live. Doesn't matter how tall you are, how short you are, the color of your skin. Anything could happen to anybody at any given time. That's why it's so important that we make sure that we protect ourselves. We protect our income. That means everybody that we know should have life insurance. I mean, no doubt about it. No, it's not debatable. Everybody needs life insurance. Everybody. And we need lots of it if you owe somebody and you love somebody. Those are the reasons why you need life insurance. And preferably the new kind. The kind that you don't have to die to use. The kind that offers terminal illness coverage, chronic illness coverage, critical illness coverage, critical injury coverage, and Alzheimer's coverage. Alzheimer's coverage on a life insurance policy, I mean, that is unheard of. But we have it here, so give us a call at 301-794-4290 and get hooked up. So before I get into my topic today is 5 steps to success. I saw this the other day, and I said, I want to share this. And it talks about don't be a parrot in life. Be an eagle. A parrot talks too much but can't fly high. An eagle is silent and has the power to touch the sky. So we have to decide, we want to be a parrot or an eagle. I want to be an eagle. They say, let me read it again. Don't be a parrot in life. Be an eagle. A parrot talks too much but can't fly high. But an eagle is silent and has the power to touch the sky. So when I translate that, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Be leery of folks who talk too much. Right? Just because somebody is silent, that don't mean they're not powerful. That's really the motto of this. There are some people that just love to hear themselves talk. You know what I mean? So just because you're silent, that don't mean you're not powerful. You know, you don't have to be loud to be powerful. That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. So, and also be leery of people that use the word I too much. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping it real today. You know what I mean? So, but that's where we are. But anyway, let's get into my topic for today, the 5 steps to success. And step number 1 is you got to set a goal. The bottom line is you got to set a goal. I mean, a lot of people are scared to set goals because they're afraid I may not hit the goals, whatever. But guess what? You're going to hit it 100% of the time if you never set one. So first step number 1, you got to set a goal. You got to determine, what do I want to accomplish? Whether it's at work, whether it's at home, whether it's in business. Set a goal. What do I want to accomplish? How fast do I want to get there? And what resources do I need to help me get there? There's nothing wrong with asking for help. A lot of times we get in a situation where we want to do it all ourselves. Nope. Nothing of any significance was done with one person. It takes a team to get things done. And as a leader, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. Right? Lean on other people. Anybody that works here at ACA, you know I'll call on you in a minute. Right? I have no shame in telling somebody, hey, you are more gifted in that area than I am. Why don't you do this? Right? You know, so always think about that. It takes a team to really get things done. If you want to go fast, you go by yourself. But if you want to go far, you go with a team. Right? So the first step into success is you got to set a goal. Right? And then if you're just wishing without a deadline to it, it's just a wish. So you got to set a goal. It has to be clear. It has to be concise. It has to be concrete. All right. So first step number 1, you got to set a goal. Right. And step number 2, after you set the goal, you got to make a plan. You know, how am I going to get to this? You know, what do I need to do? I need a plan. You don't wake up and just say, you know what? I set a goal, so it's just going to happen. No, no, no. You got a plan for it to happen. Right? You got to make plans. You got to have dates and stuff and say, you know what? I need this done by that date, and I need this resource to help me do this. You got to make a plan. Right? You got to, you know, success is not just happen by, you know, just by incident. I mean, you got to make a plan to be successful. Right? You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to realize that's really what it takes, making a plan and sticking to the plan. Because there are people out there that's going to try to get you sidetracked from your plan. You know, there are other things that's going to be coming in your way. Life is going to get in your way. But that don't mean you change your plan. Right? Life is going to happen. You're going to get sick. Somebody else is going to get sick. Somebody's going to die. Things are going to happen in life. But you got to stick with your plan. Don't deviate from your plan. That's your plan. Not anybody else's plan. You set your plan. So step number 1 is set a goal. Step number 2 is make a plan. You gotta have a plan and you gotta write it down. And you gotta look at it on a daily basis, maybe even an hourly basis, but you gotta make a plan. It's not gonna happen by itself, right? Without a plan, it's just like getting in a car and you're trying to drive to California and you don't have a GPS. You just riding. So you gotta make a plan, right? Step number 3, you gotta stay focused. It's not hocus pocus, it's all about focus, right? You gotta stay focused. There are so many distractions out here. That's family distractions, that's work distractions, that's life distractions. But you have to stay focused. You gotta have tunnel vision to hit your goal. You got to have tunnel vision if you're going to be successful. That don't mean that you're insensitive to everything else. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to just keep sending you money. You got to make it happen. You got to stay focused. Right? I've seen people get off to a good start and then they lose their focus. And they wonder how come it's not working. You lost your focus. Sometimes you got to have tunnel vision. You know, you got to see the finish line and you got to just stay on it. You know, you got to just run. It's almost like, for those of y'all that know anything about football, when a running back is running through the hole, If you ever look at their eyes are going back and forth because they know they're going to get hit. But their goal is to get to that goal line. And that's the way you got to be. Whether it's in business or anything, you got to stay focused. I mean, so that's really the key. What I've done over the years is realize that the people that I've known that's been most successful, it's not that they're any smarter than anybody else. Now, they may study a little bit more, but I think it's their ability to eliminate distractions. I think it's their ability to stay focused on the end goal. I think that's the most important thing that people are doing. They put in the work though. That I should probably add that as number 6. You got to put in some work, right? Being successful is not for lazy people. You got to put in some work. You got to give up something. You got to sacrifice something, right? So you got to stay focused though. That is so important. Stay focused, right? So number 4 is you got to work hard, right? Step number 1, set a goal. Step number 2 is make a plan. Step number 3 is stay focused. But number 4, you got to work hard. You know what? My mother used to always say, hard working killed nobody. I think some people think they're too pretty to work hard. I have no shame in saying I work hard. I love what I do, but I don't think it's work. When you love what you do, it's not work. But you got to work hard. There's nothing wrong with saying I think some people think they're ashamed to say they work hard, because I know some people put a lot of stuff out there. Hey, if you join this opportunity, this business, you're going to have more time with your family and you're going to make all the money in the world. Baloney. You still got to work hard. Working hard is not a sin, right? You got to put in the work, right? You got to spend some time in it, right? You just can't stick your one toe in it. You got to get in it with both feet if you really want to be successful. There are going to be some sleepless nights. You're going to lose some friends along the way. That's okay, right? But if your end goal is to be successful at whatever it is and whatever level that you consider success, then you got to work hard, right? You're going to have to give up some things, give up some people, unplug some things, right? You're going to have to get rid of some people in your life that's not pushing you forward to where you want to get to. That don't mean you're mad. That don't mean you're a bad person. That don't mean you're arrogant. But everybody's not on your page, right? Everybody's not in celebration of your elevation. So always remember that. So you got to work hard, right? You got to put in some time. You got to put in the blood, sweat, and tears if you want to be successful. That's the bottom line. If you don't, then don't do any of this stuff. I'm just telling you what it really takes, right? And that's the difference between someone being successful and someone being average and ordinary. An average and ordinary person setting a goal, making a plan, staying focused, and working hard can be successful at whatever level they want to be, right? Everybody doesn't want to make millions of dollars. That's fine. But whatever it is you want, whatever you want wants you to have it. But it's going to take setting a goal, making a plan, staying focused, and working hard. If you don't have to work hard, that means your goal is not big enough, right? If it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough, right? And last, and this is probably the most important one, is once you become successful, you got to stay humble. Humility doesn't cost you a thing. Humility doesn't cost you a thing. Let me repeat that. Being humble doesn't cost you a thing. You can be high on the horse today. You could be at the mountaintop today, but be down in the valley the next day. Be humble. That is so important of being successful, being humble. People want to be with people that are humble, right? You can have everything in the world and lose it all. Be humble, right? And that's the kind of people that people are gonna attract, at being humble, right? So the 5 steps to success, I'll repeat them. Set a goal, make a plan, stay focused, gotta stay focused, work hard, but last but not least, you gotta remain humble, right? Never get big-headed. I know my siblings, if I ever got big-headed, they would put me in my place so fast it wouldn't be funny. and I know them. You know, I know them. That's how they would call me up and say, Anthony, you getting the big heads, right? But I wasn't raised that way. You know what I mean? We came from humble beginnings, so ain't no need to try and get big head now. Just because I've enjoyed just a little teeny bit of success. I'm still Anthony Stewart, the country boy from Maryland's Eastern Shore. And I love what I do. I love doing it with American Classic Agency. I love serving our community. And I love what we're doing. We are bridging the wealth gap. We are eliminating debt. We're replacing income. We're creating financial legacies. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm having the time of my life. I think I have the best job in America, working with the best, not just the best financial professionals, but just plain old good people. That's all I'm about. I just want to be around good people. And we have that here at American Classic Agency. And I know that, you know, people would give the shirt off their back if one of their teammates needed something. So we're just like a family here. And it's always going to be that way as long as I'm president. We're going to cry together. We're going to celebrate together. But we're going to remain one unit, one heartbeat, serving the American families. So, on that note, this concludes my Live at 5. Thank you all for joining, and the 5 steps to success. I hope you got something out of this session today. I woke up this morning, I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And I was about to go over some Circle of Wealth stuff, but I said, you know what? This kind of hit me. You know what I mean? We get involved in technical stuff, but sometimes we just got to just keep it real, and the basics is what keeps us going. And so for those y'all that's listening, we are hiring November the 6th, right here at this location, 7375 Executive Place, Suite 300 in Lanham, Maryland, 20706. Or give us a call at 301-794-4290. We are doing a live business overview session at 7 o'clock on November the 6th. If you know of anybody that has the willingness and a heart to serve others, that has a need for additional income, 95 to 96% of this is done virtually, have them meet us here, right? And for those that are not in the area, it's going to be available via Zoom. So you could be sitting in your home and watching this wonderful opportunity that I've had the privilege of being a part of for the last 27 years of my life. The average tenure at ACA is over 15 years. So we're doing something right. We are the company that cares, and we would love to show you how much we care. So thank you all for your time, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.